What's up, people? We are back with more of Danganronpa. We are in the middle of the data center, it was, I believe, which that hidden key was for. This unlocked the room to this particular room that the body had on him after the explosion. So there are a lot of questions right now, like, for example, you know, is the mastermind dead? Was that the corpse of the mastermind? Was it the 16th student? Is the mastermind and the 16th student the same person? Blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of questions going on around right now, and we don't know the answer to these things, of course. So the only thing to basically do is to just look around in this freaking secret hideout thingy-majiggy. Well, alright, let's start looking with the objects first, then we'll talk to people. There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look! Next to that TV! Isn't that a TV antenna?
How about that?
It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses! It's totally one of those high-def antennas! Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV? Oh, a way for us to actually see or have some form of connection with the outside world, right? Because we've been isolated.
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Are you talking about me? Is Hiro's dumbness rubbing off on Hina?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it! Come on!
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? No, she missed her fucking morning soap opera every single morning. Alright, let me work my magic. And you'll be quantum leaping your way to TV land before you know it. Really? Quantum leaping? It's just like one of those words that he randomly read, and he's just like, let's just throw that in there. It makes me sound smart. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Well, you go work your magic then, dude. Alright, then we got this thing. This is probably like the seat where either the mastermind or Monokuma sat. Like, this looks very familiar to that particular, you know, picture and scene where Monokuma was sitting in that chair talking to the spy, which is now revealed to be Sakura. So this could definitely and very well be the room. But that sort of means that this is the Monokuma room rather than the mastermind, right? Because we thought that the mastermind is controlling Monokuma. That's at least one basic theory at the moment. But I'm pretty sure we saw Monokuma sitting in that chair. You know, the chair was then turned around and you saw these green screens in the background as well as those other screens in the back. So I'm pretty sure this was actually the seat that Monokuma used. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs. Can I just switch one of them? Nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. It doesn't work that way. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. And Alter Ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. Alright, anything else? Probably this huge screen. Well, that screen of like the world, a world map on it. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go! It's like a feast for the eyes! How much is a monthly membership? What the heck? Okay, Toko, she's starting to get weirder by the second and a minute. This is the first thing actually, you know, I thought like, alright, cool, a lot of screens, but I immediately knew what they sort of were, right? They're the surveillance camera feed. But this door is like really intriguing, the fact that Monokuma is on the door. This door is kind of creepy. It got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? Of course it's locked. No luck.
The
door's locked, huh? What if you used the key that opened this room? Let's give it a try. Just in case. I don't think so. Nope. No good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind is dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. We think that he's dead. We don't know for sure. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind is gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore.
You know?
Huh? Oh! What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all I gotta do is switch on.
What?
Then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. Oh, you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world.
What the heck?
And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could just get away with it. Nothing?
Huh?
What? This is for the camera that's behind us, apparently. Huh? This is... It's the feed coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room. Isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. Huh. You're weird. Weird in every possible way. And not just weird, super weird.
But...
This TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how's it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel? Good idea. Let's give that a try. Hiro went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. Did this pervert like to watch himself? It was a live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
Is it broken or something?
Could it be...
Nah, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? Monokuma is back, mother freaking fuck.
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh? Huh?
Huh?
What?
What?
Been a while, you friggin' bastards! Monokuma? I knew it. It was too good to be true. Come on. How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be frickin' stupid.
What?
Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Is this a new this gotta be a different Monokuma robot, right? Not even. It's been like a day and a half at most. Unless he somehow repaired himself, but how? Unless someone else did it. That either means the mastermind did it and the mastermind isn't dead yet, or Kyoko did it, but what reason would Kyoko have for doing it? I don't know. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. It makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh now. Wow, that was bad.
Well now.
And that's that.
Shing!
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past, so full of hope, and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out of here!
No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know. I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. At least that's the first thing I can kind of agree with Monokuma on. Regardless of where you are in life, there will be parts, no matter how big or how minuscule and small they are, there are always parts where you're just like, yeah, I don't really like that much. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Phew. I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna. So why it's just showing us on the surveillance feed? Look at how attentive you are. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
huh?
But what does that mean?
What the heck?
It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here. What? So did he take over every single... What? Is every single TV channel watching us here, doing this shit? Is that what it is?
Unbelievable.
Every channel? No. I don't think even Monokuma has that power. Ah, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine. I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Oh my god, I was actually right. This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It was really just a fucking reality TV show. What?
Extreme!
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. 24/7 of this shit? Are you kidding me? What? It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. What? Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is this?
But that's...
It can't be. They have taken over the airwaves somehow.
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way! That's impossible!
Phew.
That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system. You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course!
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has a meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries. Even me luring you here right now. So this was all part of his plan. It doesn't surprise me, but you know, I mean, that's his whole thing about despair, right? When he feel like he can't get despair on his own, or like when he feels like he's just, you know, I just feel like he's just, it's the same kind of thing with alter ego in a similar way, that he just, you know, gives us this small thing of hope that just makes us think like, oh yes, we actually have a way of getting out of here, and then he crushes that again, and it's just, that's just much worse than just being in constant despair, right? Because then you know, and you're not expecting anything else. But when you're in despair already, then you have this false sense of hope, and you're current despair starts disappearing, and then you start having hope, and then like, yes, or maybe there isn't, and bam, we just fall back into despair, and probably even deeper despair than before because we had that small tidbit of hope. But yeah, typical Monokuma, I guess. But the fact that he's allowing us to see this much, though.
Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show. The best despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy.
Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have to try to come and rescue us.
Actually,
What if they already did?
Huh?
yes indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at the TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally though, so whatever.
This can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. That's what I thought as well. Like that, it takes a huge amount of power. Not like, you know, strength power, but just like, you know, just resources indeed. Yep. So, how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to remember first. All need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's the little business of...
Yeah, the murder. The murder announcement. God dang it.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Just when you thought this shit was over, or at least, you know, not over, but just, I don't know. Goddamn Monokuma, man, that's all I can say. Like, I actually half believed it. Normally I'm like very skeptical of situations, but the fact it seemed really well, right? You know, that the body that could have possibly been either the mastermind or something, and the theory of that Kyoko had, that, you know, that the mastermind can't possibly control Monokuma and see what's happening going at the same time on the camera feed. So that's what's just sort of a good theory, and it seemed to fit really, really well. But maybe the mastermind and Monokuma, or both, just sort of thought like, hey, okay, if that's their plan, let's have them believe in that plan, give them false hope again, and then fucking crush it like always.
Class trial? Do you mean...
Yep. Wow, that's a lot of
It's the Monokuma file!
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone, give it all you've got, okay?
Heart-pounding excitement!
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
God damn it. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? Probably the new, like, you know, now it's like reality. Before reality TV is like, you know, all about freaking families and shit just doing their daily life and just fucking shit up. And this is just like the new level of entertainment where people, this is for masochists basically, you know, for people that love seeing other people get hurt and shit, and just, you know, like the dark entertainment, like seeing people getting killed and shit. This is for them. That's the new up and coming entertainment. We don't even, you know, this is something that's going to be really popular in the future. 10 years from now, I'm pretty sure. Probably not, but, you know. How is he still alive?
I'm sick of this. I thought that finally we could get out of here. And plus, what did he say about a class trial?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko.
What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Makuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition, but so does Makuro Ikusaba. And if Monokuma's still alive and active, that means that the mastermind, Makuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. But that's what we think. We think the mastermind could be Makuro Ikusaba. There's no definitive proof of that yet. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There is no other possibility. The body is Kyoko? No. As far as I know, Kyoko doesn't wear a nail polish. Kyoko's been murdered? Hell no, that girl will survive anything. No! It's not possible. I don't believe this. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? What else is new? What else is new? Anyway, we'd better begin.
But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait! So you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no.
Huh?
But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. This is how the game works, after all. Investigation time. Well, I better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The blood was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what. I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Right. Number 5, the 5th file. Back to the garden. Of course, everyone is here. Right, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that might be important from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Check out the body. First things first, the obvious survival knife. There's a knife lying on the ground. Is this... Yep. It must be a knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body, from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? It seems like it. Either way, this knife... It looks really familiar. Wait, is the... Yep. That look. That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. The thing is, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna believe us though when we tell this story. This is getting really weird. There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person in the mask was that attacked me last night, They were holding that knife. And the same knife was used to stab that same masked attacker we found here. So, maybe this masked person got stabbed because... Kyoko? When they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then I... Uh-oh. And if this really is Kyoko, it would mean that Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. Alright, knife at the crime scene. There's no way indeed. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe then I'll find out for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Right. We got this thing. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really not all they're fake nails. That could make sense too. But look at it like a tattoo or a stamp on its hand. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Huh, fake nails? And 2 are missing. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burnt, so I can't make out the whole thing. But it looks like a picture of a dog or a wolf or something. I've never seen anything like it before. Huh. Tattoo on the right hand. Cha-ching. Alright, there are other things. 3 more. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. Alright, because we poured water on it. For some reason my mind went to sprinklers. Wait, look! Look on the floor! You actually see like wires and pieces of metal, like, I guess there were wires on the bottom as well, never mind. I thought maybe it's like it's partly like, you know, because it really reminds me of the robotic parts of Monokuma when they were disassembling Monokuma in the gym. It looks really similar, but I remember seeing wires on the bomb as well. So it's most likely the same bomb from the one that we found back then, and the wires are from that, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's because I set it on fire, or got set on fire, and threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Maybe. Oh my god, look at how that... Oh my god, actually it's really creepy. Exploded body analysis. Then we got the middle section. The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. This one? The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? The fact that they're asking this twice now with the top half and the bottom half is just like they're trying to make you think like, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? Or maybe there is. So at some point the sprinklers are gonna come into effect. So probably at the time when this person was here, when the time the murder took place. I think that's pretty much just right. The middle didn't give anything away. Nope. Alright. Let's exit the body. Then there were some other pieces on the floor. That's the body? No. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure. But I feel like I've seen something like this before. Huh. But where? That seemed like a frame of something. The corner frame. Wait. Was it there? I'll have to double check that later. I have no idea what this is. Fragments near the dead body. It really looks like a frame of something and it's the corner part of it, but I can't for the life of me think what it is. But it must be something that's on one of the other floors. Because apparently we've seen it before, or at least Makoto. thinks he might have seen it before. Anything else? That was the dead body, I think. No, that was the fragments. Let's check the chicken coop. I remember there were some chickens in the chicken coop. One is missing. Oh, fuck me. I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo!
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. You didn't accidentally, cook one for dinner? Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right?
Huh?
What's wrong? Count them up. There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. I was down here just before the nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. So this all happened during, in the middle of the night, during nighttime for sure. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. Oh my god, Bush did 9/11. I did my best to ignore Hero and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Chicken coop chickens, missing chickens. Wait, what? There's something else? Camera, oh, this one. Let's check this one. This is important too. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. They're set to turn on at 7:30 every morning, and Monokuma said the time positively couldn't be changed. Huh? Hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then, if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet. Which would mean that the murder must have taken place, and it must have taken place after 7:30. Yep, after 7:30 indeed. Let's look at, I want to check in the other shed, but I'm gonna check the large plants just in case. The boner plants, alright, the Monokuma flower, huh? Is it true? Does it really eat paper, plastic, and people? Oh, that's like such a convenient thing to get rid of evidence. Anyway, I don't think it's related to this case, so I'll just stay away. Alright, this, those nozzles poking out. Are those the sprinklers? Indeed they are. Alright, nothing else. It seems the surveillance camera, no. Alright, tool shed. Just to be sure, I should take a look at the tool shed. There's definitely something missing here, or actually something added. The room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed. Except, is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. It wasn't here before, definitely. The top is wet and covered with mud and grime. But the underside, it's totally clean and completely dry. One side of that tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. What if the murder actually did happen before 7:30 and the person that killed the body, that killed it, the killer, the murderer, obviously knows about this? The fact that the sprinklers go on at 7:30, so they actually covered the body up with this tarp to avoid it from becoming wet. That seems very possible. Well, why did it become dirty though? It's just normal water, like, I mean, unless there's dirty water coming out of the, out of the sprinklers. It could also be used to sort of lift the person, perhaps, carry it, when it was in mud before, and then, I don't know. The fact that it's dirty is a little bit strange to me, but the fact that it's wet doesn't surprise me, because they can just put the tar over the body to avoid the body from becoming wet, therefore sort of, throwing us off of on a different trail. But why didn't they just even, it's just in the middle of the fucking tool shed. They didn't even bother to hide it well. carp. That's the one thing in here that concerns me.